a lunch break. And how's everyone doing so far? Are we all good? Thumb up? Yeah. Okay, great. So again, my name is Xuan Wei. I'm the Urban Farm and Agribusiness Management Extension Specialist at the University of Maryland Extension. So in today's presentation, I will start with some basic concepts of marketing research and discuss why you want to conduct marketing research and why marketing research is important for your business. And then we will specifically focus on why you may want to consider social media marketing for your business. So the first slide is the standard slide that I incorporated in all my presentation as this is required. So I'm just going to skip it today. So first, what is marketing research? So marketing research is really a systematic process. First, you want to collect the data. After gathering information about your customers, about your competitors, who's producing same product as you produce, and other market factors, you want to analyze the data and you want to interpret the data to understand what are customer demands and what is the market dynamics. And then in the formal format, you may want to summarize insights in the report to assist your business managers and owners in planning future strategies. Effective marketing research can help identify potential new market customer segments for your business expansion. So it's very important. After we understand what is marketing research, the second important question is why we want to conduct marketing research and why marketing research is important. First, marketing research helps you understand your customers. As I mentioned, because you collect the data, it reveals the demographic of your customers. It illustrates your customers' purchasing behavior. Where, when, what do they purchase? And it also helps you appeal your business to potential customers. By understanding all these factors, your company can develop strategies to differentiate yourself and stay ahead of the curve. It is also important for you to keep up with the industry patterns. So you want to know what is the trends in the current industry. Marketing research generally consists of three main types of research. The first one is market research. The second is product research. And the third is consumer research. So in the next few slides, I will discuss each type of the three marketing researches. The first one is market research. Market research is a study of the market. It looks at the big picture. Who's buying, where they shop, and what trends are shaping the industry. For example, a relevant question for you may be, are more people looking for organic produce, or they are really looking for farm-to-table experience? So you may often hear the interchange of these two, marketing research versus market research. However, marketing research is really the broader concept. It includes market research. So you want to be careful from now on when you use marketing research or when you use market research. The second type of marketing research is product research. Product research helps you to understand what your customers really want so that the product can be tailored to match their needs. Product research can help refine new product ideas. In general, product research involves identifying a need or customers' demand and the characteristics of product or service that will satisfy your customers. In other words, if customers have a desire or want, what features or benefits of your product can satisfy them, and to what extent. For example, maybe you are thinking about adding a new variety of tomatoes or offering a farm-made tomato jams. So you want to do a small test before you launch your product. And the third type of marketing research is consumer research. Consumer research focuses on understanding your customers. What do your customer value? What influence their decisions? And how they want to connect with your farm? And this is where my expertise is. So by conducting consumer research, you really want to know what is your target customer base. And after the basic concepts of marketing research, I want to specifically introduce online marketing or e-marketing in today's presentation and discuss why it could be a game changer for your business. So according to Hooker et al. 21st definition, online marketing is a strategic process of creating, distributing, promoting, and pricing goods and services to a target market over the internet or through digital tools. So digital marketing or e-marketing is simply using digital tools to promote and sell your farm products instead of just relying on farmers market or word of mouth. You can reach to a broader customer base. You can build relationships and boost the sales online. And here are 4 key tools that you can use. The first one is websites. You may tell me that, okay, I'm busy, I do not have the bandwidth to do this. But a simple website with your farm story, products, and contact info will build credibility and make it easier for your customer to find you. And the second tool is social media. Social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram let you connect with customers, share updates, and promote what's in season on your farm. The third tool you can use is e-newsletters. If you are engaged in CSA, you can send emails with farm news, special offers, or some updates to keep your loyal customers engaged. The fourth is paid advertisement. If you want to reach more people, small investment in Facebook or Google advertisement can help you target the right audience. With paid advertisement, you may consider that you are likely to have a lower return on investment at the beginning as you gradually learn how to use the tools. So instead of using paid advertisement with Google, you might want to start with Facebook. So here I want to stop and ask, how many of you actually have social media accounts? Not for your individual, but for your business. If you want to, you can just type yes in the chat box. Well, I see Sandra is saying yes. So how about the others? And if yes, how many social accounts do you have? Oh, I said, okay, I see Megan said, no, you do not have social media accounts yet. Okay, and I'll explain in the next few slides and tell you why you may want to consider to have a social media account for your business. Okay, here is why you want to consider social media marketing. Why social media marketing become an essential tool for your business to reach new customers and engaging existing customers. So we live in a digital world. According to existing research, 81% of American adults are using internet, and more than half of them are on multiple social media platforms. They have more than two. That means your customers are online. They are looking for fresh, local food. They are learning about farming, and they are making buying positions. In addition, there was a big shift happened in 2020, right in the midst of the pandemic. There are 16 to 18 million new gardeners enter the marketplace, and many of them are inexperienced and they are looking for guidance. So if they are active searching for information, why not consider to be the one to provide information, right? So by having a presence online, whether it's a website or using social media or sending out email newsletters, you are meeting with your customer base, right? So you may want to consider if you haven't had one. And this is actually a study conducted by a few of my colleagues in 2020, and they want to know the new generation's perception and attitudes about gardening. So they collect the data about more than 2,100 individuals. And let's take a closer look at who's in the market for plants. See, we see that the Gen X and the millennials consist of a big chunk of the gardeners, right? 38% plus 22, it's roughly 60% are gardening. And if we look at the table, we can also see that 70% of the respondents, they self-reported as gardeners, and they tend to be younger with average age of 41 compared to the group of do not gardening. And in addition, we also find that the group who are gardening have higher education and more kids. And they also have a higher average income of a little over 75,000. But the key insight here is really the millennials, the Gen X, and even the Gen Z are the gardening population. And while the non-gardeners are more likely to be baby boomers. So how the younger consumers different from their older counterparts? Younger consumers have grown up in the digital age, so they are highly proficient with technology. They use internet not just for entertainment, but also as a tool for research, for communication, and the decision maker. Younger consumers prefer shopping online for, can anyone give me a reason why younger consumers prefer shopping online? Yes, it's time. It's very convenient, right? It's faster. And online shopping also offers more variety. So they are comfortable using e-commerce platforms, using different mobile apps and the social media marketplace to make purchase. In addition, for the younger consumers, they are not just buying products. They also enjoy the experience of doing online purchases. and they are more likely to support brands that demonstrate a commitment to sustainability, to ethical practices, and those pro-environmental activities that are reducing environmental footprint. And this younger generation group also tend to be plant parents, meaning that they're treating their plants like their children. So in the same study, we also asked our survey participants where and how they get their plant information sources. So now think of yourself as a consumer, as a customer. Where do you get your information when you need information? So what do? Do you ask your friends? Or you Google search, right? Yes, so let's look at this data here. So over 50 of people of our survey respondents tend to Google first when they have a plant-related questions. That means if your business, if your firm isn't showing up online, either through a website or blog or social media, you are missing out on a huge opportunity to connect with the potential customers. So after Google search, followed up with almost 28% of our survey respondents indicating that they are watching online videos, and 21% go to social media for advice. This really tells us that younger tech-savvy consumers are learning online before they buy. So if you can share your expertise through a simple website, social media posts, or even short videos, you will be able to reach them. And if we move to the left side of the graph, you'll see, yes, people are still asking friends. Roughly 35% of the survey respondents indicating that, okay, if I need some information, I ask my close friends. And 24% of the respondents said, yes, I'm reading book to get my information. But the message here is digital searches dominate. So whether you sell produce, seedlings, or farm experience, being online is very important. It's actually become essential for your business. So in the same study, we also tabulate the correlations between our survey respondents' age, their social media usage, and their online purchasing. So what do we really see under the age category? I see all the negative signs. That means as you getting older, you are less likely to buy plants online. You are less likely to follow a plant retailer or grower. You are less likely to have social media accounts. And of course, you're less likely to be the first-time plant buyer, right? Indicating younger consumers are more likely to be active on social media, more likely to be first-time buying plants, and they are more likely to follow a retailer or grower online. In addition, the more active you are on social media, you are more likely to buy plants online and follow a plant grower or retailer. So starting from this slides, I'll introduce some major social media platforms that you may want to consider. So the first one is Facebook. Facebook is founded in 2004, and it's been here for a while. So Facebook has 2.45 billion users. Major users include both men and women with the age ranging from 19 to 49. Fewer users are under age 18 and older than age 50s. So using Facebook, what you can do? You can share your announcements. You can post blogs, and you can tell your farm stories. You can also strengthen your brand presence while you're building connections with other farms and local communities, service providers, and agriculture industry entities. Facebook also provides the opportunity to advertise. If you are a beginning farmer, or if you are just starting your business, advertising on Facebook and Instagram might be easier than advertising through Google Network. So now, if you don't have a Facebook page for your business yet, again, I would recommend that you consider to create a Facebook for your business specifically. So I see Megan says, no, but how many of you actually have a Facebook account for your business? If you do, type yes. If you don't, that's fine. But I would ask you to consider about setting up a Facebook business account for your, setting up a Facebook account for specifically for your business, not mingle with your individual account. And the second one is Instagram. Instagram is also a great platform for sharing photos and videos for your farms. Now, comparing to Facebook, Instagram appeals to younger audience. So you can see that based on some research, the main users of Instagram are aging from 18 to 29. We also have some Instagram users from 29 to 40 years old. But the main users are younger. Facebook actually purchased Instagram in 2012. So when you create your Instagram account, you do it through your Facebook account. Now, because because Instagram is owned by Facebook, it would be easier for you to post on both platforms at the same time, right? So if you have a Facebook account, you may also consider to have, because they are owned by the same company, it will be easier to post at two accounts simultaneously. Advertising on Instagram is now very popular. You can tag your item in the image that you post for sale. And if somebody attracts and click on it, they'll see the price that you put on it, and they're gonna go right to purchase. Now, when you use Instagram, you want to make sure that every post is visually engaging. Every post is something from the work that your farm does. And a major focus should be the farm story and the stories behind your efforts. Now, you should probably also consider using hashtags to integrate with the current trends. And you can also build followers by using hashtags to call out specific interests. Now, how many of you have Instagram account? So if you haven't have Instagram account yet, and you do have a Facebook account, you might want to consider having both, because it's easier to manage now. And the next social media platform is Pinterest. This is another photo sharing social media channel. So we know that Pinterest has a 322 million monthly users. And the primary user of Pinterest is women aging between 30 years old to 49 years old. There are also a group of people aging from 50 to 65. One thing we know about Pinterest is highly product focused. Pinterest has a high presence of the craft maker and especially the do-it-yourself lovers. According to some research, it said that there are plenty of topics on gardening and farming on Pinterest already. So if this is the case, this could be a unique channel for you to deliver messaging to hobby gardeners or new farmers. We know that people go to Pinterest for ideas and to try new things, right? So you can utilize this platform to engage your audience with tips on farm topics, with tips based on your own farming experience. So Pinterest is literally a place to connect and to inspire, not just to sell your product. And this makes it a really unique tool for women farmers like you to build a community and build up relationships around your work. And the fourth platform I want to introduce is LinkedIn. You might think that LinkedIn is about professional and about recruiting talent, but LinkedIn is really a great place for you to showcase your farm like a professional. So you can use LinkedIn to highlight your farm's mission, to highlight your values and the experience behind your work. You may want to think LinkedIn as your farm's digital business card. And through LinkedIn, you can connect with your peers and professionals. You can follow other farms, you can follow extension educators, and also you can follow agricultural organizations. In addition to share your own journey, you can learn from others and stay in loop with the industry trend and industry news. In addition, if you are looking for some help on the farm, you're looking for interns, you're looking for folks to team up with you on the project, LinkedIn might be a great place to connect with somebody, share same ideas. So to sum up, the key takeaways for effective social media marketing is first, to make sure that your product image look great on mobile device. Why? Even though we're still using laptops, but primarily we're using our mobile device to browse web pages, to check out messages, right? So you want to make sure that your product image looks great on mobile devices. The second is to remember that consistency is important with all messaging. So much of the social media that I discussed can be used to reach new and old customers. So if you use correctly, you can bridge the gap between your business and your future clients. People want to know where their food comes from. And social media is a great mechanism to keep them informed. So the main rule is just to make sure that all of your communications across all social media have a clear purpose and a call to action. If you are just to start to use social media, we recommend that you keep everything simple in the beginning. So this is to make sure that the admins are able to get familiar with your new platforms. You want to also pay special attention to all the details, because once you launch, everything is published. So you want to pay detailed attention to all details before publishing. Since not many of you already have social media accounts or have multiple social media accounts, you might not need tools to organize, to manage your social media accounts. but according to my extension colleagues, if you have multiple social media accounts, you want to effectively manage them, Hootsuite and Buffer might be great tools for you. So that being said, that's all for today's presentation. And thank you so much again for being here with me and exploring how social media can support your business and support your farm journey. I'm happy to take any questions if you have, but if not, no worries. You have my contact information here at the last slides. Feel free to send me emails anytime if you have any questions. I'm based in Clarksville, our Central Maryland Research Education Center in Clarksville, Howard County. And last but not least, please take a moment to scan the QR code and fill out the survey. This will help me to improve my teaching skills. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can either unmute yourself or you can type in the chat. I will be around here for a while. If not, that's fine. Feel free to email me. Yeah, that's all from my side for today.